back into the Word with Alexandra. Today, I am at one of my favorite dog parks. It's super sunny outside. Everybody's out, even though it's still like 20-something degrees. But I'm excited to bring what I believe to be the inspired Word of God and what He wants to encourage you all with today. And so this is a follow-up to God Is That You? Discerning and hearing the Word of God. And so I want to do a follow-up on the topic of what the voice of God isn't. And so let's jump into the video. And so one of the big things that I talked about in the video of discerning the voice of God is knowing the nature of God. I feel like everything sprung from that piece, understanding who God is, to understand what God says. And so when we look at understanding what the voice of God isn't, we have to understand, one, the nature of ourselves, and we also need to understand the nature of the devil. And so the nature of the devil, when we look at John 10:10, it says the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So that is such a big insight into the nature of the devil. We know that the devil is a thief, that he wants to steal things. He wants to steal our identity. He wants to steal our purpose. He wants to steal our joy and our peace, the promises of God over our life. He's a killer. He's a killer. He wants to kill us. We see so many suicides. We see so many premature deaths. We see so much death happening that is at the hand of the enemy and is in pursuit with his desires over our life. And we see that he again wants to destroy. He's a destroyer. So we see that he is a thief, he's a killer, and he's a destroyer. And so we understand the principles and the traits of the enemy. We're able to understand and to recognize the things that we hear and able to say, nope, that is not of God. That is something that a thief would say. Nope, this is not of God. This is something that a killer would say. Nope, this is not of God. This is something that a destroyer would say, and being able to identify those things, because nope, this is not the nature of God. This is not who God is. This is not something God would say. And it's such an important thing that will really help to change our lives, is being able to understand that. And the book that has really helped me along my journey is C.S. Lewis. I had to stop filming for a minute and get myself back right. And it's funny because as I'm filming this video, I can feel the enemy trying to speak over me and say that I can't film this. It's not the right time. My mind said it's not in the right place, and all these different lies. So it's funny that as I'm filming this, and as this is the theme, this is so something that the enemy would do, because he doesn't want me to film this video. He doesn't want me to expose him. And so I'm going to keep on with this video, y'all. So understanding the characteristics of the enemy, again, helps us to weed out who is speaking to us. And in addition to that, we have to know the nature of ourselves. For me, my nature tends to be anxious. I tend to have anxious thoughts. I tend to have thoughts that are of fear. I tend to have thoughts that are of sudden death or of sudden craziness happening. These intrusive thoughts. I tend to be a people pleaser, and so I'll be filled with guilt or shame, or different thoughts and voices will come to me filtered through those places. And so that helps me when I'm hearing a thought. I'm able to filter through, is that my anxiety speaking to me? Is that intrusive thought speaking to me? Is this out of my own guilt or shame speaking through me, making me feel like I need to do this thing, and then me stamping God onto it? And I think sometimes we get burnt out as Christians because we don't know our own nature, and we're not filtering those voices through those places to identify who it is that's really speaking over us. And so we end up doing so many different things that we were never called to, because we don't have that discernment. And so we get frustrated and we get burnt out, and we stop or miss doing the things that God really is speaking to us, because we're speaking over ourselves, or the enemy is speaking over us, and it's got us caught up and confused and doing stuff that God never spoke to us. And so it's really important to be able to understand these things. And I had forgotten the name of the book that I was saying earlier, but a book that's really, really helpful to understanding the nature of the devil, of our enemy, is The Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Such a good book. Definitely would recommend that. Just so many revelations, and it is just a really good book, and it's so helpful because it's written from the perspective of a demon whose uncle is writing to him and helping him to be able to take down his victim, his human, his person. And so it really shows the different tactics of the enemy. So I would definitely recommend that. And as far as yourself and knowing the nature of yourself, if you haven't already, definitely and always recommend therapy to be able to really see yourself and your triggers and the different things that make you who you are, the things that you still need to heal, and really being able to see yourself outside of just yourself really helps. But you can also do this through your relationships and even posing these different questions to help your friends and family be able to help you be more self-reflective and stay accountable and understand your nature and who you are, and filter through that place. So I really encourage y'all to press into these recommendations in these different places, to go deeper into those places, to be able to know and identify. So when you hear these different thoughts, you're able to go, wait, hold on a second. Now this sounds like something that a thief would say. Nah, wait, hold on. This is my anxiety speaking. And it really changes your life. And I know that you all are able to step into this place and be able to hear the voice of God more clearly, be able to see your purpose more clearly, be able to walk in the promises of the Lord over your life. And so I'm praying over you guys and believing that these things will be an encouragement and help you along this journey. So thank y'all so much for watching. Stay blessed, and we'll see y'all in the next video.